It's that time of month. You know what I know. We've got some DC Multiverse McFarlane leaks. I'm going to do a rundown here of what may be coming this year for DC Multiverse. Good variety. Some that might surprise you. Let's hope there's at least one Batman in there. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. My name is Jordan. My co-host Dakota is actually moving this weekend, so he's buried in boxes right now. Most of them probably full of toys, but I'm here and going to be doing a little bit of a rundown on what we might be seeing this year for the DC Multiverse line. Right out of the gate, we have a Justice League Task Force wave. I'd done a little bit of research into this, and there was a series that had run, and it was kind of like one-off special ops Justice League teams. It seems like most likely it's going to be based on the video game. It's kind of like a side-scroller, beat-em-up style, which makes sense for some of the characters that we have leaked, and they are as follows. We should be getting an Aquaman, a Batman, a Superman, and a Flash. These will be a Build-A-Wave. I initially was thinking it might be Darkseid because the leak says it will be a Megafig Build-A-Wave figure. Just because Darkseid is the bad guy in that video game, as I remember. However, Dakota had pointed out to me that it is more likely, he thinks, to be a Plastic Man, which has also been doing the rounds as a potential leak. So that makes sense to me also as a Megafig. I think you could stretch that out, pun intended, to make him, I don't know. I think it'd be cool if you could kind of pour it on parts so that he has regular arms, stretchy arms, maybe a stretchy abdomen. Not actually stretchy. We have heard that this is going to be similar to the Monitor Wave, where they will be $40 a figure. Which at that point, I think I'm going to have to pass. I think Dakota would too, simply out of principle. But if you guys are really feeling this one, that is most likely coming. That'll be a gold label. Next, we also have a tumbler from the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, and that is also a gold label. It's supposed to come with Lucius Fox. And speaking for myself, I do really like the 89 Batmobile. I got the one with Keaton. Don't know if I need the Tumbler one, but I know people have been wanting that one for a while, and you can get a Lucius Fox to go with some of those other Dark Knight wave figures we've been getting. So you can look forward to that. Along with that is also a 2-pack of a Battle Damage Shazam with Freddie Freeman. And this is a gold label. I'm assuming it is going to be from the Shazam movie, the second one, where he kind of has like the grayed out battle damage costume. Along with that is also another movie figure, and that will be a Doomsday Megafig from Batman v Superman. I know in the movie he kind of like upgrades slightly and gets more bones, spurs, and all that stuff. I don't know if they'll go with that route or how he looks initially. Kind of gets the laser eyes, so maybe you get an alternate head where his eyes could be like glowing looking. I'm probably dreaming too much, though, and I imagine it'll just be the figure as it is in, hopefully, that $40 range, but I don't know. With these prices, you can't be too sure. So you can get Doomsday to kind of round out some of your Zack Snyder movie figures. Another batch that is kind of interesting are a series of collector editions. So I'm imagining these are going to be kind of similar to when we got like Captain Carrot, or like the Action Comics Superman kind of one-offs. Again, maybe in that $30 range. But those are going to be Starfire, which I'm not sure exactly which route he would go, if it would be more of the classic look, or if it'd be kind of more of a modern look, where she has kind of a more full bodysuit. I don't know. I could see him doing maybe a more modern version. And then the gold label is the classic one that you might want to get. Hard to say. I think some people will be excited about Starfire, though. Then we'll also be getting a Penguin, which I think there's a lot of ways you could go with Penguin. Do you do the classic look, kind of the more modern, somewhere in between? Will it be a specific version? Not sure, but that'll be another one to add to your Batman Rogues gallery. And then finally, we've got a Captain Boomerang, which once again, if you go classic or modern, personally with all these, I kind of lean towards the classic looks. I'm kind of a sucker for that just retro vibe. I could see it going either way. Once again, though, you may get one that's more modern, and then get the classic one later down the line. But time will tell. Moving into another kind of unique one, it says BM66 Joker. I'm assuming that means the Batman 66 show. But this one will be a gold label blacklight version. And Dakota and I were chatting a little bit about this, because it didn't really specify. It said like DC Collector, which I think is in that retro packaging, but it didn't really specify. I don't think it would be in the 7-inch line just because he hasn't been doing the other 66 figures in that line. I think people would like that. I think it'd be cool to have those compatible with your other multiverse figures. I'm guessing it's going to be more of that retro style. I don't think he's done a blacklight of those yet. Or has he? Tell me if he has. I didn't see anything on him, though. And then we'll also be getting an Ambush Bug, which I really did not know too much about this guy. I was doing a little bit of reading on him. Sounds kind of like a fun, quirky character, sort of one of those parody types where, from what I read, there's like a space, some kind of alien sent to Earth. All that survives is his suit. This guy allegedly finds it, but people don't really know if that's true or if he's just kind of a kooky guy. This would be a cool one to see in a line, though. I think it will be a gold label. To me, it kind of reminds me of him doing like Captain Carrot and stuff, just sort of getting more of those obscure characters, which I'm always a big fan of when you can kind of start to get those specialty ones that is not a Batman. Speaking of which, though, we will be getting a Batman. This will be a armored Batman. It's in that patina style, and that's a gold label. So I'm guessing it's going to be like either, I guess we've gotten the Dark Knight Returns armored Batman, so it could be in that vein. We did a couple versions of that. And then we also got the Kingdom Come armored Batman. I don't know if it'd be either of those, or if it would be something new, but it would kind of be in that art style as we've seen some of the other figures getting those releases as gold labels. So you got that to look forward to. Guess we'll see what it ends up looking like. And if you wanted more Batman, you're in luck, because we are getting a Batman Futures End. And this one is going to be glow in the dark, gold label. Batman Futures End, I was doing a little bit of reading on this series. I do remember when it came out, kind of being interested, because it was introducing, I believe, Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond, into the comic continuity. It seemed like it got a little weird, though. There's some time travel stuff. I think that can be hard to pull off. So I'm not sure exactly what version of Batman we'll be getting. I know in the beginning of the story, there's like an old Bruce Wayne who's going to go back. He's got kind of a armored-looking suit with like a glowing bat symbol. I don't think he's in it too long, though. There's like a cyborg. I know we got the one wave of these that had the Joker bot, which is like a Batman-Joker hybrid robot thing from the future. I don't know if they would call that Batman, though. Another Batman character that I think will be cool is a Mr. Zsasz. This one's going to be a gold label. And I have to imagine this will be the pretty standard look, where he's got kind of the jumpsuit type pants, shirtless with all the different tally marks etched into his skin. Probably come with a knife or something. Another version of Batman will be the Batman Who Laughs. But this is as Batman, Nightmare gold label. I know we've gotten the Batman Who Laughs, the as Batman part. I don't know if this would mean in the beginning of the story, when he is still Bruce Wayne, and then kind of gets driven insane by the Joker, and then he kind of turns and kills all the Bat family, if it would be that version, or if it's There have been some images where he's like in the bat suit with the metal headband thing around him. I'm not sure exactly what the nightmare part means. So there are some different directions this one could go. I do know there are a lot of people that were into the Batman Who Laughs variations and all that stuff, and Todd has taken a crack at some of those before. So we'll see what that ends up looking like. Next, we have a Joker from the Three Jokers storyline. This says it's a Frostbite gold label. I don't know what the Frostbite part means. I do know from Todd we've seen the Jokers from the Three Jokers. I'm not sure if that's a specific instance in the story. I wasn't a huge fan of the idea. There have actually been 3 Jokers running around, and somehow Batman didn't know. I think that kind of takes some points away from Batman as the world's greatest detective. He couldn't figure out he was fighting 3 different people. I know that one was kind of controversial when it came out too. So I do like those looks for the Joker, though. It's an interesting idea, maybe more as an Elseworlds thing for me than mainstream continuity. And then last, as far as leaks go, is the one I'm most excited for, is a 2-pack with a Mega Fig, and it is supposed to be Batman and Bane from the Nightfall storyline. So we've seen Todd do several figures from Nightfall. I'm guessing this would just be Bruce Wayne Batman versus Bane. My personal hope would be that it's when Bane breaks into Wayne Manor and they start fighting and Batman kind of gets the torn up costume. I think that would be cool rather than just repackaging the Nightfall one they've already done. And then as far as the Bane look, I would like him to be that look from the comics. I really like the way the DC UC one looked and the scale of it. That one's always pretty expensive though, so I've had it and I liked it. I kind of like Bane closer to that scale than the Mega Fig Monster Bane style. I did not love the one that Todd did last, but I have to imagine if it's a Mega Fig, it's going to be in that scale. It just doesn't really look right to me. I guess maybe it'd be forgiven though if you can get Batman so he can bend, and you can do the famous Break You comic panel. It also could be technically, I guess, Azrael, because Todd has done him before, because he comes back and fights Bane, if I remember right. So you could just get a re-release of him. I don't know if they would go that route, or if they would just go with Batman, or maybe we'll get both. Who knows? So, yes, more Nightfall figures to look forward to. And then also we have some new releases that were confirmed. We talked about these previously in some of our other leak videos, which you can go check out if you'd like. But on January 30th, Target will be putting up for pre-order the Cassandra Cain Batwoman, as well as the Rival. Cassandra Cain has the cloth cape. I think it has the wire. So that kind of seems to be maybe the new direction some capes are going in. Dakota and I didn't know too much about the Rival. We thought he looks kind of lame. What do you think, though? Are any of these ones going to be pickups, either the new pre-orders or any of the ones on the leaks? What do you think these versions are? Let me know, because I'm very curious, especially on the Batman Bane thing, and then also some of these ones that we aren't totally sure what they're going to look like. So comment below, let us know. Strap in, we'll be celebrating our 2-year anniversary coming up soon as well, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, stay strong.